But we begin, as always, with three things investors ought to be thinking about right now. Stocks ending the week mostly higher and closing out their best month since July of last year. Can they pull off a Santa Claus rally from here? Then, oil stocks have stunk this year. Why they could be ready to rally, honk if you think it's related to fuel demand. And finally, just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring-ting-tingling for retail. We'll look at what consumers are spending on, including some hot gifts. Not Squishmallows, Andrew. That was last year's hot toy. On the Barron's Roundtable, my colleagues, Ben Levisohn, Carleton English, and Barron's senior Squishmallow, Andrew Bary. Ben, let me start with you. This is a cozy little stock market rally we've got going on. What do you see?
I see the stock market going up for 5 straight weeks. And remember, 5 weeks ago, the market was falling. Everyone was terrified, bear market coming. Now it just won't go down. And this is great. This is what you want to see after a pullback. And it has a lot to do with things like the Fed and possible rate cuts and no more rate hikes. But it's just fantastic. And it looks like that this is the best month of the year coming up for December, and that the stocks can keep it going until the end of the year.
Can keep it going. Okay. What's been running most recently? Is it still big tech? Are we getting any of that, the value stocks, the small caps coming around that people have been watching for?
Well, we saw a handoff this week from those big 7 tech stocks that everybody loves so much to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Salesforce was in there. That's a big tech stock. But you also have things like Nike, American Express, Boeing, and Caterpillar, showing that people are starting to feel better about the consumer and about the industrial business. You also saw small caps have a fantastic week. So that's another sign of this rally broadening out.
What would you buy if you wanted to broaden out the portfolio away from those big tech stocks?
Well, one I'd buy is an ETF with the ticker RSP. That's an equal-weighted S&P 500 ETF. You get all the stocks in the S&P 500, but you don't have this heavy weight to Apple, et cetera. You can also go to a small-cap ETF. You have one that follows the Russell 2000, which is a very broad small-cap ETF. A lot of kind of junky companies in there. If you want something that's a little bit more quality, you go with this S&P 600 one, IJR, and that one has safer companies in it, but does pretty well, too.
Okay, Andrew. Oil stocks have stunk this year. You say stagnated, but the market has been rip-roaring higher. I call that relative stinking. Why are they going to do better from here?
Well, oil stocks are about flat this year on average. What the problem has been, oil prices are down to about $75 a barrel from $90 during the summer. And investors are concerned the world is producing too much oil despite OPEC's vow to cut production. But the long-term outlook actually looks pretty good. You've got growth in the developing world, which is driving oil and gas demand, and the industry is underinvested in their capital spending, which is apparent in all this M&A activity. I'd point to, if investors looking for oil stocks, Chevron, stocks down around 20% this year. It yields about 4%, trading for around 10 times earnings. Smaller plays include APA, formerly Apache, Devon, and Ovintiv. I'd also point to Shell, which is the big European super major. It trades at a discount to Chevron and Exxon, and one catalyst could be it's based in the UK. There's talk it might want to re-domicile to the United States.
Very quickly, a big UN climate conference in Dubai right now. Sounds like a hot ticket. Is there anything meaningful that's going to come out of that?
I think it's a lot of hot air.
Okay, Carleton, we've had Black Friday, we had Cyber Monday, we had Terrific Tuesday and Weird Wednesday. What can you tell us about the state of the consumer right now heading into the Christmas season?
Consumer is looking strong. So no matter what metric you look at, whether it was the single Black Friday day sales, the Cyber Monday sales, or you put it all together to that 5-day supersized holiday shopping weekend, you're looking at increases of about in the mid to high single digits compared to last year, and coming in much higher than expected. Now, one thing that could be a little troubling, we're seeing a huge surge in buy now, pay later. That's up 43% year over year. Does help companies like Affirm. Their stock was up about 30% this week. But does that mean that consumers are feeling stretched and using credit, or are they finding another way to make purchases? It will depend on what the delinquencies end up being or end up not being.
In other words, we know they're buying now. We hope they're paying later.
Exactly.
Okay. Which retailers do you think are poised to really stand out this holiday?
Yeah, I think look at something like a TJ Maxx, right? That's works for the income-sensitive consumer. Abercrombie and Fitch on the other side of the spectrum. But then you also got good data from Costco earlier in the week, seeing strong November sales growth numbers. So, I mean, really, it's going to be kind of a pick and choose. But I think that there's opportunities for retailers on all parts of the income spectrum.
Tell
tell us about hot gifts and toys. Andrew was trying to say Squishmallow. We rejected the idea. That was last year's top seller, but I got a good deal on this one for you, Andrew. What are the gifts that shoppers should be looking at? What are the big sellers out there?
Okay, this one I don't understand. I was a child during the Tickle Me Elmo craze. The new
That's
thing
not
is
the Times Square guy, by the way. Don't
No.
try to tickle that. Go ahead.
G-rated, come on. There's a Bitsy toy that's kind of like those Tamagotchis where it's a hologram toy, not as adorable as this one. So that's the one that a lot of parents are going to be buying, some sort of digital hologram toy.
That looks dangerous, by the way. Go ahead.
A little bit, a little threatening. The other one, it's the Stanley Cup, not the hockey Stanley Cup, but this big, like 40-ounce coffee mug. It's kind of like the old Yeti type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the new hot thing that people want to have for their hot or cold beverages.
I've seen. I think we have maybe some of those in our house. Are we overhydrating our children? That's a topic we'll have to discuss another time. Thank you all.